Kristina Mitchell, and my TED Talk is on cancer. And cancer is just a really terrible disease that is getting more and more common each day. And some cancers are more popular than others, and some are also more deadly than others. For example, 1 in every 8 women will develop breast cancer sometime in their life, while only 1 in every 58 women will develop melanoma, which I still think is really bad. For my TED Talk, I planned on choosing a specific doctor who focuses on a specific type of cancer. But instead, I found Dr. Hoover, who uses natural elements to help prevent the expansion of cancer cells. I asked Dr. Hoover if he really cures cancer or what he does, and he replied with, "I do not cure cancer. I simply help the patients put the cancer into remission." So he doesn't cure it, he just helps prevent it from going overboard. And Dr. Hoover believes that the immune system can cure anything our body throws at us. We just have to build our immune system so that it can help fight it. Although cancer is increasing at a very alarming rate, we can still fight it by just building our immune system. One thing Dr. Hoover said is that red meats and liquor and tobacco and white rice and white sugar, it helps cancer proliferate. What it does is it's denatured food because it helps. I don't remember this part. I'm gonna skip it. But cancer cells won't come if you have good quality bloodstream. So if you eat red meats or red food or white sugar, then the cancer will just wash out of your body. Two ways that hospitals kill cancer is by radiation and chemotherapy. What radiation is they use special technology to have radiation go throughout your body, and it works by taking special radiation rays that focus on cancer cell, and it breaks the DNA molecule so that it cannot grow or spread or duplicate itself. But radiation is given by vein and by mouth, so it goes throughout your body, which it can damage your red blood cells, which causes weakness, so it doesn't always help. It can also make you even more sick. Chemotherapy drugs are designed to, they kill the protein that the cancer cells needed so that the cancer cells will die off. But it can also just affect your red blood cells, which will cause weakness, and your hair falls out due to follicle cells being destroyed. So Dr. Hoover doesn't always believe in these remedies help you live longer. I also found Dr. Hardin B. Jones, who did a cancer research lasting over 40 years, and he concluded that with the right diet and exercise, your body can help you defeat cancer. But he found that women who got the radiation or chemotherapy don't live longer than women who got the surgery. It is proven that women that didn't get the surgery live 4 times longer than women that got radiation or chemotherapy. He found 2 women, that one who got radiation died after 3 years of getting the surgery, and the other women who did not get the surgery lasted for 12.5 years later. And I have had real chemotherapy and radiation therapy in my family. In 2010, my grandpa Bill was diagnosed with lung cancer. So he went to the hospital to get radiation, and that ended up burning his lungs, so he died just a few days later. My father, Bill, currently has basal cell cancer, which isn't a very deadly type of cancer, but still it's not good. So he uses a special chemotherapy cream that he rubs on his arms, and it extracts the basal cells. But he's been doing that for over a year, and we haven't really seen any progress lately. And my mother, Dawn, she was diagnosed with bone cancer in her skull. So she went to the hospital and got it cut from the top of her nose, and they cut out her palate and removed a lemon-sized tumor from her face. But the doctors claimed they had gotten all of the tumor out, but it lasted for only 9 years. And after 9 years passed, 9 months passed, the cancer struck back and harder than ever. And my dad said she went through 6 treatments of chemotherapy and 6 treatments of radiation, and she only lasted for a year and a half after the last chemotherapy treatment. But before she passed, she visited the Lakota Sioux, which is a Indian tribe who believes in natural healing, just like Dr. Hoover. But they said because she had already been through all the chemotherapy and radiation, all the drugs were flowing through her body, so there was nothing they could do. And yeah, and then there's not one drug that can kill cancer. Like for chemotherapy, you need several drugs, and for radiation, you need several treatments to get it cleared out. And some of the treatments have more of a negative effect than a positive effect, like weakness and your hair loss, and it's just not good on your body. And Dr. Hoover believes our immune system can kill anything we need. We just need to train our immune system how to kill the disease so that we can fight it. Dr. Hoover named some specific points we can use to build our immune system. And one of the points he needs is eliminating junk food from our diet. Because white sugar does the body no good, and white sugar actually paralyzes our white blood cells, which are our fighting cells, so that the infection will last longer, so we don't have enough white blood cells. But after a while, they start fighting off, but for the time that you consumed all the junk food, there's no white blood cells. And then another point he states is eating raw foods. Not like raw meat, because that's just like gross, but like raw vegetables. Because if you plant a seed, it will grow. But if you cook the seed and plant it, it won't grow because you've destroyed the life principle. If you place cancer cells in a cooked media, like with all your cooked foods and steamed vegetables, then the cancer cells will proliferate, and then it'll have more like food to eat. But if you place cancer cells in a raw matter, then they'll disappear. Also, get plenty of fresh air and exercise, because fat does the body no good, and it will just give the cancer cells more room to roam around and expand. So I'm running a lot now so I can get fresh air and my exercise. Thank you.